Welcome back to The Foolish Commander. Today I'll be talking about tempo and positional principles. In Xiangqi, tempo and positional are very important, even more important than material in some cases. This is because you need to sacrifice pieces for you to even win the game in some instances. But with that said, I would like to make a request. Please like and subscribe. I'm 2 subscribers away from 50 subscribers. Please guys, I'm this close to becoming 50. Maybe my parents will acknowledge me as their child. But with that said, let us begin. What the hell is tempo? Tempo is a very commonly used term in gaming, but what even is it? Tempo, according to the dictionary, is just the rate or speed of motion or activity, or your pace. What does that mean in the context of Xiangqi? Let's say, in music, it's your time signature, your 3-4-4-4. In running, it's your pacing when you run. What does that mean in Xiangqi? Assuming that all the clocks are thrown out and you have infinite time, opponents and you. What does it mean inside the game itself? Well, it's just the speed of the player and the game itself. Both of you are trying to kill each other, right? So it's whoever can kill each other the fastest. And tempo allows you to do that. If you're faster in killing than your opponent, you win. That's it. So it's your moves in Xiangqi and the overall game state. There are some games where both of you guys will be at each other's knife strokes. The other times where not much is happening and it's just a very defensive games. Let's do an exercise to just give you a light thought. I used to play C2+2. I used to play this awful move and then I keep on swinging around my cannon like this. I used to do that. Now, in terms of value, we are absolutely the same. We both have a cannon, we have 5 points, and we have everything at the backline. Now my question is, who is better in this position? Of course, intuitively, you may think it's black, and you're right. By right, red should have a +1 move advantage. But, in this game state, red has only made 1 move. C2 or C8 +2, yes. Black has made 4 moves. Central cannon, cannon to the side, knight up, elephant up. Now it's black's turn, and he can make 1 more move, pushing it to a +4 move advantage. That's a 4 moves difference. Now, that's good and all, but why should I care? Why do I need to count all these moves? Let's take one of my games. This game, black is 1 move from checkmate, while red needs an extra 2 more moves. First one, he needs to take this, then he needs to check. If he does this, he will win the game. So, black is 1 move away from winning. Red just needs to take this, and it will check. I'll leave it as an exercise. Why is this checkmate for red? If black doesn't, let's say black moves the pawn to the side. Why is this a checkmate for red? I'll leave it down in the comments and I'll like anyone who got it correct. Because black had more tempo, black wins. So the question is, where did red go wrong? Red should have +1 move advantage, by the way. Why is black ahead of tempo than red? Well, leaving it to another unrelated case, it may seem trivial, but at the start of the game, he played k7+6, trying to go to river. I move my chariot here to attack it, and it moves back. This is a complete waste of 2 moves. Knight up, knight down. He has essentially moved nothing, but at the cost of 2 moves. This was 2 moves that he could have used later on to kill me as black. But he didn't. And as a result, he lost. And I gained more tempo. So, I've been saying so much about tempo. The main point is that you want to have a tempo difference. If you are faster than your opponent, you can kill your opponent faster. And that means you win more. Let's take a position like this. And let's try to calculate tempo from there. How many moves are being played in this position? Let's count for red. Red has 1, 2, 3. Black has 1, 2. This makes sense. Red is supposed to have +1 move advantage than black. So, this is very easy. Now, what about now? Let's say black moves his cannon away here. Pushing him to 3 moves. Was this move a good move based on tempo? I'll give you guys a minute. And the answer is, it's a horrible move. The main reason is because when black opens up his cannon, the chariot will take, and now the knight will have to take the chariot. And now we're left with this game state. Let's talk about it. We can count again. Red has made 1, 2 moves. Black has effectively made 1 move with the cannon going to the side. We do not count dead pieces moves. They are absolutely void. This is ignoring the center pawn, by the way. So red will have 2 moves, black will have 1 move, and now because it's red turns next, he can plus 1 move again. Red will have a plus 2 move advantage than black. This is why you don't trade your chariots like this. You only trade it once he moves his chariot up here. I'll leave it as an exercise to find out why do you trade in this position. But so what if you have tempo if you cannot make it into positions? Tempo is just merely the means. You can reach the position faster, but if your position sucks, it doesn't matter. Let's take an example of this. Red has made 5 moves in advantage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and black has only made 1 move. The tempo, he should have plus 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has 6 moves. Black has 1. But black's position is better than red. Why? Because the pawn is hanging and now he got central cannon. So, this brings us to the next point. Tempo is merely the means. Your reward is those crucial positions. And what are these positions? First one will be the Kong Sing Pao. This is very strong. Let's say he takes the pawn here and there is nothing in the middle. It is effectively a reverse pin. Nobody can become in front of the general. And now everything will be basically a threat. If anything is in front of here, that's number 1. Number 2, if red brings on his pieces, this will create chaos. Let's say he has a chariot in front of here. Let's say he has a knight. All these moves will effectively be checking, and now he gets to extort people's money. Because now he can just check, discover attack, fork, and all the chaos will begin. So this is called Kong Sing Pao, if your cannon has nothing in front of it. This is very good in almost all positions. It might not be even in the front, it can be at the sides as well. This is very strong. Next one will be the opening spots. Let's talk about them. First one is the 3rd and 7th pawn. 3rd and 7th pawn are very important if you're playing your knight. If you want your knight to come out, you need your 3rd and 7th pawns out. This way, your knight can go out. Otherwise, you'll be blocked by this pawn. And when you're pushing your 3rd and 7th pawn out, if let's say they have opponent knight here, they cannot push their pawn. Why? Imagine this. They have a knight here. They push this pawn instead of the other pawn. The pawn takes. Now the knight wants to come out, but the pawn can now go to the sides. Which means the knight is effectively trapped with your pawn pressing down against him. So usually for this type of situation, if you push your 3rd pawn, they'll push their 3rd pawn. If you push the 7th pawn, they'll push the 7th pawn. It is oftentimes like this. Because it's like boxing. I punch you from the left, you must punch me on the right. Otherwise, if your both pawns are out here, it is very hard for you to push out your pawns if you have knights behind your pawns. Next one will be the 4th and 6th file cannons. These guys are very good. For defense, because you can go down, defend the back ranks, and for attack, because you're controlling this file. Now this file has a lot of tricks up. Let's say you have a knight here, he can now take the cannon and whatnot. These moves, I think, is generally, it can also be played as an opening move, and I've seen people play they are very good as well. Last one with Xuan Heju or Scouting Chariot. This one is just going to observe the river and will just defend against any threat coming in. It's like a patrolman. This is generally good because you can swing to the left side or right side, whichever way you want to attack. Mid game, I do not know. It really depends on the position and the openings you are playing, and you really need to do in-depth analysis into finding out where are your golden spots. Sometimes a tactic is all you need to win the game. So watch my previous video if you haven't already. Last one is the endgame spots. Any piece at the back rank is really good. Look at this, the chariot at the back rank, now he's attacking the side. The cannon at the back rank is also attacking the side. These guys will generally create pressure. If your knights are at the side, it's not as good. Your knight wants to be at the second row itself. And your pawns will also want to be in the second row. But this is dangerous. It's a danger zone for the black. Next one with central cannon, where you have a central cannon trying to control it. I don't think central rook or knight will be as effective as cannons, because cannons can really control the middle very well. And the last one with your endgame guide. I promise to create it next week. If only we hit 50 subscribers. No lah. I will upload it someday. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned a few things from tempo. You can also apply this for international and shogi as well. This is what is the bulk of it. instead of just looking in terms of material. This is why gambits even work in the first place. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.